So today we're gonna learn about past perfect tense. This tense is advanced tense but it's not hard to learn. We're gonna make it easy because this tense for actually allow you to talk about things that happened in the past and much more interesting. Now, let's look at how we form the past perfect tense. So, the basic structure is subject plus head plus verb. What does that mean? Subject means one of these words like I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Then you have the helping verb head and only head. That's the form you use for everything, all the subject. And then you have to add the verb in the past participle. Well, it's different for a regular verb and for an irregular verb. For regular ones, we will usually add only ed or d or whatever which we're going to look at. For example, talk become talk, work become work, life become life, love become love, and so on. And irregular ones which might change completely. For example, be become been, have become had, make become made, known become known. Next, how to use. So, in the positive sentence, you would just use the subject and say had work. For example, I had work, you had work, we had work, and so on. Next, in a negative sentence, we're basically adding not to this. And if you want to shorten it, which very often we do, especially when in regular conversation, we don't say I had not work, we say I hadn't. Now, let's look at how to give short answer using the past perfect tense. Let's look at the questions. As we know, when it's a question, we have to change the order. So now we start with had. For example, had she finished the report? We just use a short answer and we say either yes, she had, or no, she hadn't. Now, let's look at when we use the past perfect tense. So, we use it to talk about two or more things that happened in the past and we want to show which of those things happened first. So, we have this example. I had eaten lunch before I review for the exam. So, first I had eaten, then I review for the exam. Both these things happen in the past. Example number 2, we had attend a party before we went home. So first, we had attend before we went home. So, these are the main ways in which we use the past perfect and when we use it. Next, usage and example. Sometimes, we use past perfect to describe an action finish before another past action. For example, John had gone out when his wife arrived in the office. Next, describe an action that happened before a specific time in the past. For example, Julia had never been to an opera before last night. Then we use past perfect to describe cause and effect combined with past simple. For example, I got stuck in traffic because there had been an accident. Last but not least, to emphasize the result of an activity in the past. For example, I had been to London twice by the time I got a job in New York.